this unmade bed, with a 2026 Atlas and a heart made of lead. I'm tracing the lines where we said we would go, to the towns in the valley and the peaks in the snow. But the ink is all smeared where my tears hit the page, and the future we build feels like a locked up cage. I've got the keys in my pocket and gas in the tank, but my mind is a static, a terrifying blank. Every highway is a memory of a hand I used to hold. Every exit is a story that'll never be told. I'm staring at the compass, but the needle won't spin. How do I start when I don't know where I've been? And I'm holding a map to nowhere at all, watching the empires of our forever fall. There's no X on the spot where the healing begins, just a long winding road where the loneliness wins. I'm driving in circles through the ghosts of this town, trying to find a way to lay this burden down. But every road signs whispers that I'm lost and alone, with a map to nowhere and no way home. I passed by the landmark where you first said my name, but the colors are different, it doesn't feel the same. The cafe is boarded, the park is all gray, like the world lost its nerve when you walked away. I'm looking for north in the tilt of your chin, but I'm stuck in the places that we've already been. I'm a navigator crying over spilled blue ink, standing on a ledge trying not to think. They say that lost is just a place to start, but they never saw the geography of a broken heart. It's all jagged cliffs and it's all rising tides, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I'm folding the paper, I'm tearing the seams, I'm losing the border of all of my dreams. And I'm putting a map to nowhere at all, watching the empires of our forever fall. There's no X on the spot where the healing begins, just a long winding road where the loneliness wins. I'm driving in circles through the ghosts of this town, trying to find a way to lay this burden down. But every road signs whispers that I'm lost and alone, with a map to nowhere and no way home. Turn left at the sorrow, turn right at the regret. I haven't found the place where I forget you yet. Just 1,000 miles of empty and a million miles of blue. I'm just a traveler lost the map to you. Calendar is spying, it says a year has passed, but I'm still standing in the wreckage of the blast. The clock on the wall is moving through the glue of every second I've had to breathe without you. I wake up reaching for a hand that isn't there. Then I remember and I choke on the air. It's a slow motion torture, a long rhythmic. How much of this pressure can one spirit take? They say that pain is a teacher, but I've learned enough. I'm tired of being resilient, I'm tired of being tough. The sun is too bright and the nights are too long, and everything steady has turned out so wrong. Oh, these are the agonizing times, the years of the deep, where the ghost of our promises won't let me sleep. It's a 2026 hollow, a wide open shore, where I'm waiting for waves that don't reach me anymore. Every memory's a fever, every thought is a blade. I'm living in the ruins of the plans that we made. It's agonizing, darling, just to stay alive, when I'm losing the reason I wanted to strive. I saw your handwriting on an old grocery list, a ghost of the mundane life that I missed. Buy more coffee and don't forget the bread. Now I'm starving for words that'll never be said. I tried to go out, tried to put on a face, but I feel like a shadow that's taking up space. I see couples laughing and I wanna scream that safety is nothing but a fragile, thin dream. It's the almost that kill me, the what could have been's, the way that the tragedy always begins, with a smile and a secret and a heart open wide before the great loneliness swallowed the tide. I'm bread in my store, I'm chained to the floor, and I don't recognize my own soul anymore. Oh, these are the agonizing times, the years of the deep, where the ghost of our promises won't let me sleep. It's a 2026 hollow, a wide open shore, where I'm waiting for waves that don't reach me anymore. Every memory's a fever, every thought is a blade. I'm living in the ruins of the plans that we made. It's agonizing, darling, just to stay alive, when I'm losing the reason I wanted to strive. The seconds are heavy, the hours are late. I'm counting the tears that I haven't yet shed. Agonizing, yeah, it's agonizing. Just waiting for the part where it stops, but it never stops. I'm standing in a room full of people I know, but I'm watching the scene like a late night show. The laughter is loud, but it's out of my key, like a language they're speaking that doesn't reach me. I'm checking my phone for a ghost of a sign, a message from you to say you're still mine. But the screen is a mirror of cold black glass, reflecting a stranger as the minutes pass. I used to be anchored, I used to have a way, but now I'm just drifting, a victim of fate. There's a glass wall between me and everyone else. I'm a prisoner trapped in a shell of myself, and I'm alone and alienated in the middle of the crowd. The silence inside me is screaming too loud. I'm a satellite spinning away from the sun, looking for home, but there's nowhere to run. You are my planet, my gravity too. Now I'm lost in the vacuum, a 25 cents without you. Just an orbit of sorrow, a soul vacated. God, I'm so alone and alienated. I walked through the grocery store aisles today and forgot how to look people straight in the face. I'm a glitch in the system, a ghost in the light, an uninvited guest in the middle of the night. They're talking about futures and plans for the spring, but I'm still back in winter, losing everything. Every how are you doing feels like a sting, because I'm a bell that's forgotten how to ring. Is there a signal I'm supposed to send? Does the edge of this universe ever just end? I'm shouting in colors you no longer see. I'm a shadow of who I intended to be. Disconnected flicker in a rhythm I know by heart. A warning sign in yellow, tearing the dark apart. I told myself on Monday I was finally doing fine, that I'd reclaim the space you occupied inside my mind. But then the phone lit up, your name across the screen, like a recurring nightmare or a ghost inside a dream. And just like that, the walls I built are turning into sand. I'm reaching for the fire with a trembling open hand. It's a familiar kind of gravity, a heavy hollow pull. My glass was finally empty, now it's overflowingly full of the reasons why I should run and the reasons why I stay. But I'm already turning keys to meet you halfway. Oh, here we go. You're breaking my heart again, like a favorite book with a tragic bitter end. You're picking up the stitches of a wound that's barely closed, leaving me shivering in the garden where nothing grows. It's a beautiful disaster. It's a slow motion crash. You're the spark that's always looking for the ash. I'm letting you in, even though I know how it ends. Yeah, you're breaking my heart again. You got that I'm sorry look, the one that tastes like wine. It goes straight to my head and makes me think that you're still mine. We're sitting in the silence of your car parked in the lane. I'm memorizing shadows while I listen to the rain. You say you've changed your colors, that you've finally seen the light. But we've danced this exact choreography every single night. I know the way your voice drops when you're about to let me go. I'm just waiting for the curtain on the only play I know. Why is the almost always sweeter than the never? Why do I keep promising that this is not forever? I'm addicted to the bruising, I'm in love with the goodbye. I'd rather have you hurting me than never have you Oh, here we go. You're breaking my Sitting on the edge of this unmade bed, with a 2026 atlas and a heart made of lead. I'm tracing the lines where we said we would go, to the towns in the valley and the peaks in the snow. But the ink is all smeared when my tears hit the page, and the future we built feels like a locked up cage. I got the keys in my pocket and gas in the tank, but my mind is a static, a terrifying blank. Every highway is a memory of a hand I used to hold. Every exit is a story that'll never be told. I'm staring at the compass, but the needle won't spin. How do I start when I don't know where I've been? And I'm holding a map to nowhere at all, watching the empires of our forever fall. There's no X on the spot where the healing begins, just a long winding road where the loneliness wins. I'm driving in circles through the ghosts of this town, trying to find a way to lay this burden down. But every road signs whispers that I'm lost and alone, with a map to nowhere and no way home. I passed by the landmark where you first said my name, but the colors are different, it doesn't feel the same. The cafe is boarded, the park is all gray, like the world lost its nerve when you walked away. I'm looking for north in the tilt of your chin, but I'm stuck in the places that we've already been. I'm a navigator crying over spilled blue ink, standing on a ledge trying not to think. They say that lost is just a place to start, but they never saw the geography of a broken heart. It's all jagged cliffs and it's all rising tides, with nowhere to run and nowhere we hide. I'm folding the paper, I'm tearing the seams, I'm losing the border of all of my And I'm holding a map to nowhere at all, watching the empires of our forever fall. There's no X on the spot where the healing begins, just a long winding road where the loneliness wins. I'm driving in circles through the ghosts of this town, trying to find a way to lay this burden down. But every road signs whispers that I'm lost and alone, with a map to nowhere and no way home. Turn left at the sorrow, turn right at the regret. I haven't found the place where I forget you yet. Just 1,000 miles of empty you and a million miles watching the colors bleed out of the walls, like a sunset that's forgotten how to glow. Your voice is an echo in the empty halls, a little more faint than it was a week ago. I try to hold on to the shape of your face, but the edges are soft and they're starting to fray. I'm filling up every inch of this space with a version of you that is slipping away. It's not a sudden break or a violent crash. It's not the lightning or the thunder's roar. It's just the cooling of the winter ash and the slow, steady leaking of my soul. I'm fading out slowly, losing my life, like a 2027 star in the middle of the night. I'm becoming a shadow, turning to gray, watching the earth part of me wither away. No one can see me, I'm transparent and thin, just a ghost in the skin. I'm shivering in, I'm losing my hold, I'm losing the holy. Yeah, I'm fading out slowly. The pictures we took are still there on the shelf, but I don't recognize the girl by your side. I'm becoming a stranger even to myself, with nothing to show for the tears that I've cried. I walk through the world like a static-filled screen, a flicker of something that used to be real, caught in the maybe and the might have been, numb to the things that I'm supposed to feel. Do you see the blur where I used to stand? Do you feel the cold when you reach for my hand? I'm a radio signal drifting too far, losing the frequency of who we are. Still take my coffee with 2 sugars in the silence. The way you used to stir yours while you laugh. Now the kitchen floor is just a cold and hollow island, and I'm staring at the welcome on the mat. I found your blue sweater in the bottom of the hamper. It still smells like the rain from last July. I held it to my chest until the room started to blur, and for the 100th time I had to ask me why. I'm tracing outlines of your ghost upon the ceiling, counting all the words I should have said. It's a heavy kind of hurt, a permanent feeling of a life we lived that's hanging by a thread. And I miss you, God, I miss you in the marrow of my bones. I'm a king of nothing sitting on this empty velvet throne. And I'm sorry for the winters that I let grow in my heart, for the way I let the distance pull our fingerprints apart. Now I'm screaming out the shadows in a house that's way too big, trying to find the earth beneath the wreckage that I dig. I miss you, and I'm sorry. Do you still drive that route past the park where we first started? Or did you change your patterns just to keep from seeing me? I'm a master of the maps for the broken and departed, a navigator lost in a calm and lonely sea. I saw a light on in your window as I drove by late last night. I almost pulled the car over, I almost reached for the phone. But I'm terrified of seeing that you're doing just alright, and that you finally found a way to feel at home alone. If sorry was a currency I'd buy back every day, I'd spend 1,000,000 lifetimes just to hear you say my name. But sorry is a ghost town where the echoes go to die, and I miss you is the only truth left underneath this sky. driveway's been empty for 102 nights, but I still find myself checking the neighborhood lights. The neighbors all whisper when they pass by my gate about the girl in the window who's staying up late. I've got a 2026 calendar marked with your name, but the days all feel empty and they all look the same. I keep the path clear of the leaves and the snow, just in case you remember the way you should go. My friends say I'm crazy, they say I'm a ghost, waiting for a ship that has left the coast. But I still hear your laughter in the cracks of the floor, and I can't bring myself to bolt up the door. So I'm leaving the porch light on for your youth, burning a hole in the midnight blue. It's a small golden signal in a world gone black, a prayer in the dark that you'll find your way back. It's a waste of the path, it's a waste of my heart, but I'm terrified of the dark since we've been apart. Yeah, I'm stubborn and broken, and I'm holding on, leaving the porch light on until the dawn. The moths hit the glass with a desperate sound, like my heart trying to beat while it's stuck in the ground. I've memorized every car that turns down the street, waiting for the one with the rhythm that's sweet. But the engines all fade and the shadows grow tall, and I'm just a silhouette leaning on the wall. I keep a spare key in the spot that you know, because I'm not quite ready to let us go. Is it hope or is it poison? watching the door, watching the door. The tide is pulling back again, a slow and salt-stained hand, leaving all my secrets written jagged in the sand. I'm 1,000 miles of motion, you're the cliffside and the stone. I'm a 2026 winner, feeling wild and all alone. I reach for where the grass begins, I touch the weathered wood. I'd stay forever on the surface if I only thought I could. But the moon is a cruel conductor, and she's calling me away, back into the heavy blue, back into the gray. I'm sending up the white caps like a signal in the dark, trying to find the place where we once held a living spark. But you're standing on the shoreline, looking out at something new, and I'm just a restless rhythm that is losing sight of you. This is a love letter from the sea to the shore. I'm sorry that I can't be what you're looking for anymore. I'm all storm and I'm all silver, you're the steady and the light. I'm just crashing on your borders in the middle of the night. I've got pearls inside my pocket, but I've got a wreckage in my soul. I'm a million broken pieces, try to make a silver whole. I'm reaching for your heartbeat, but I'm drifting from the core. Just a love letter from the sea to the shore. Do you remember when the sun would melt right into my chest? Before the winds grew bitter and the current grew distressed. Now I'm carrying the bottles that the lonely people throw, full of I'm sorry and I miss you and I had to let you go. I wash them at your feet and then I pull them back again, afraid to let you read the ink, afraid to let you in, because the sea's just a graveyard for the things we couldn't save, and I'm just a lonely memory disguised as every wave. If I could turn to glass, if I could finally just be still, I'd reflect your every sunrise from the bottom of the hill. But I'm bound to the horizon, I'm a slave to the retreat, watching all my deepest wishes shatter at your feet. party's upstairs, I can hear through the floor the vibration of feet and the slam of a door. I'm sitting on the stairs in the dim yellow light, just trying to breathe in the middle of the night. I've got 100 contacts stored in my phone, but no one to call who can bring me back home. I'm surrounded by ghosts and the echoes of names, but it's been a long time since I felt the same. There's a hole in the air where you used to stand. I'm reaching out blind for a familiar hand, but the space is just empty, the shadows are wide, and there's nowhere for a broken spirit to hide. And I've never felt so alone as I do right now. I'm trying to keep going, but I don't know how. It's a 2026 winter, and the world is so cold. I'm holding on to stories that have already been told. I'm a face in the window, I'm a breath on the glass, watching the best parts of my life start to pass. In a city of millions, I'm standing on my own, and God, I've never felt so alone. I saw your reflection in a stranger decay, the way that they laughed as they turned away. For a second, the blood rushed back to my face, then the ache returned to its usual place. I go to the places where we used to hide, but I'm just a tourist of the life that's died. I talk to the walls just to hear a voice speak, but the silence is strong and my courage is weak. Is this how it ends? Just a slow fade to gray, watching the colors all bleeding away. I'm a signal fire burning on a deserted shore, waiting for a ship that don't sail anymore. I've never felt so alone. So alone. Like a star that's burned out but still hanging in space. Like a name that's been scrubbed from a holy place. alone. Streetlights are humming their same old tune under a pale and a 2026 moon. I'm checking the porch for the shoes you'd leave there, but the wood is just bare and the night's full of air. I saw your reflection in the glass of the door, a trick of the light I've been praying for. But the house is so quiet, it's ringing like Lee, and I'm haunting the side of a half-empty bed. They say that the world just keeps turning around, that the stars don't go out when a heart hits the ground. But I'm looking back the white velvet black, and I'm begging the universe to give you back. If I could just keep one more light in the window to guide you back home through the rain and the shadow, I'd burn like a candle, I'd bleed like the sun to prove that the forever we had isn't done. The brooms are all dimming, the colors are blue, and I'm losing the glow that I gathered from you. I'm reaching for embers, I'm chasing the fire. One more light for my heart's last desire. I found an old voicemail from 3 years ago, just you asking what time I'd be home from the show. Your voice is a ghost that I keep in my palm, a storm in the middle of this terrible calm. I tried to replace every bulb in the hall, but the darkness is coming from inside the wall. It's the way that you love me, the way that you left, that turned every heartbeat into a theft. Is there a flicker in a city so vast, a signal that says that the winter has passed? I'm striking a match in a hurricane wind, just to see where you ended and where I begin. Don't let it go dark. shadows are getting long. I'm singing to the silence, the ghost of our song. Just one more light before the morning comes. Just one more light. The tea has gone cold in the porcelain cup, and neither of us has the nerve to look up. The clock on the mantle is the only sound left, like a heartbeat echo inside of a theft. We're sitting 3 inches apart on the leather, but it feels like we're miles from the always and never. I'm watching the steam disappear in the air, while you're braiding the fringe on the arm of the chair. We've run out of static, we've run out of screams. We traded our voices for broken down dreams. It's not that we're angry, it's not that we're loud, it's the weight of the mountain inside of this cloud. Oh, the silence between us is deafening now. It's the why and the when and the never and how. It's a wall made of stone that we build brick by brick. It's the air in the room getting heavy and thick. I'm reaching for words, but they're out of my reach, like a message in glass washed up on the beach. We're drowning in things that we're too scared to say, and the silence is washing the us all away. I remember when quiet was something we shared, a soft kind of comfort that meant that we cared. But now it's a weapon, a cold, sharpened blade, cutting through every promise that we ever made. I wanna ask what you're thinking tonight. I wanna spark up a flame, even start up a fight. But your eyes are a harbor where the ships have all sunk, and I'm just a sailor, a little bit drunk, on the ghost of the way that we used to be. Say anything, darling, just break the glass. Tell me you hate me, let the hurricane pass. Because it's nothing, it's killing me slow. It's the hardest goodbye when there's Can you hear it? The sound of a heart as it finally quits. The sound of the puzzle falling to bits. You're right there, but you're already gone. And the silence goes on. And on and on and on. The clouds are heavy with the secrets we kept, while the rest of the city quietly slept. You're standing there on the edge of the drive with that look that says we barely survived. I'm checking the clock, it's January 1st, the start of a year that feels like the worst. I got my keys in a box in the back, watching our history fade into black. I thought we were granite, I thought we were stone, but I've never felt this remarkably alone. The first drop hits the hood of the car, and I realize just how broken we are. And I'm walking away in the rain tonight, leaving the ghost of us in the light. Every step is a mile, every breath is a sting, as I let go of every beautiful thing. The water is washing the soul from my face, hiding the tears as I leave. trick of breathing without you. So I'll just keep driving until the storm stops, until the memory drops in the rain, just walking away. The streetlights are humming a low, lonely hum, counting the cracks until my senses go numb. I turn left at the corner where we used to turn right, trying to outrun the ghost of goodnight. The sidewalk is narrow, the pavement is cold. the pain. Wrong turn at the mailbox, wrong turn